Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Friday Share a Beer for September 1st, man, the first day of September for 2017. Welcome, man. Now, I am having right now a Fire Rock, Kona Brewing Company Fire Rock Pale Ale. Uh, they're out of Hawaii, and Kona, Hawaii, Portland, Oregon. What is that? Woodensville, Washington, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Memphis, Tennessee. So this one's 5.8% ABV. So for those of you that aren't necessarily that familiar with it, I've had this already a few times on air. I don't know if did I review it. Oh man, I don't remember if I reviewed it, but it is a really good pale. Mm. Pale's another one of my favorite styles. I like pales. Beer. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what I don't necessarily care for that much, and that would be the sours. But I'm gonna keep that open because I am gonna try some more sours here. I'm gonna buy some sours and give them a try because sours have gotten a little more complicated nowadays. Since the last time I've really gave them an effort and really gave them a try. Pretty much there was only like just different variants of cherry sours and when I was having them before. So now there's a bunch of different, almost sours almost has their own different styles now within that whole genre of style of beer. So I don't know how you would call that. How would you call it? Kind of sub genres inside the genre, inside the main bunch of subs. I don't know what the hell you call that. I don't know. Now, I had an issue. Those of you might know we had an issue on the main share beer on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, by the way, right here on YouTube. Had a bit of an issue. So I'm a little reluctant to put a link in the chat again. I have a feeling that was the root of my problem from last week. So I think if you want to jump in, you'll have to find the link that I post in my Google Plus. So in my Google Plus, I do post the link every single show, and for most what you call it, most videos when I pop up randomly or all that sort of thing, I do post something in Google Plus. That is, Google Plus is the roots of this show, and so that's where I do post it, and I have a feeling like hopefully that'll take care of that situation because that was awful. I just wanted to mention the people in our hearts still go out with the people in Houston, all the flooding. I know my sister had let me know that my cousin is back to work finally, so that's a relief. And as far as my family goes, I know my family's safe. So hopefully everyone else's that watches this, their family is safe. I know I just found out that my job is sending some people down there as well to help out our terminal that's in Houston and help them get situated again. I don't know all exactly what they're going to be doing, but it's good that they'll be going down there to help. And they're paying those folks that are laid off at our terminal right now, that we have guys out of work because it's slow for us. So the company is sending them down to Houston, paying them to work. You know what I'm saying? And so they have an opportunity to work down there. And hopefully there's work back here when they come back. But at least in the meantime, they're not just laid off without any work, so it's kind of a win-win. You know what I'm saying? The company pays for them to go down there and work. and help, the people down there in Houston. And then on that note, I do have. I can share the screen here really quick. I do have a little bit on the effort down there. You can see here, this is my Untapped. I was going through a few things on Untapped. I'm Joe_D on Untapped if you want to friend me on Untapped. Now, Budweiser, in a beer-related sort of thing, Budweiser stopped making beer for a little while and sent drinking water for Hurricane Harvey victims, right? So, and I hate to poo-poo it, but I'm gonna. You can kind of feel that one coming, right? But what I'm thinking is, man, I almost would like to have one of these cans of Anheuser-Busch drinking water. I kind of think that's a collectible. I don't think they do that all the time. Maybe they do, but I've never seen one. I feel like I should have one of those cans in my collection. I feel like that'd be a good thing to have. But in any case, Anheuser-Busch sent more than 155,000 cans of safe drinking water to aid those hit by Hurricane Harvey in Texas and Louisiana. I know that sounds impressive. Okay, 155,000 cans. And I think they did that on purpose because they didn't really want you to know how many actual cases. But this is a really short article too. And when you get down here, hey Zach, how you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, I can't hear you. Can I?
How are you?
Let me double check my settings here, man. I'm almost screwed up. Hold on, sorry. There we go. Now I can hear you. Sorry, man. I had my settings all screwed up.
How you doing?
All right, man. I was getting to this. I'm getting ready to crap all over this good effort by
Yeah, I'm doing the
Anheuser-Busch.
math right now.
But 155,000 cans. When you plug down here in this very little article, it says that Budweiser Brewery says in the release that the first truckload was delivered to Baton Rouge American Red Cross Monday, and another 2 truckloads were sent to the American Red Cross in Arlington. Okay, I'm pretty sure Anheuser-Busch has, in this country, I think they have 9 or 10 different breweries, and they sent 3 truckloads of water down there. I don't know, man. I'm not really that impressed by 3 truckloads of water. What do you think, Zach? I'm thinking, they could have probably sent at least a good dozen truckloads of water down there. And I know I've personally hauled beer out of at least 4 different Anheuser-Busch plants, breweries in this country. One of the main ones was just right in your neck of the woods, right there in Colorado, and I can speak for that one directly. They have trucks lined up to get beer, man. I mean,
so that's 6,400 cases roughly.
Yeah, 6,400 cases, and I'm forgetting how many cases come on a pallet. Beer pallets are smaller, I know that, but 6,400 cases really ain't that much. I mean, not for Anheuser-Busch. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They produce water. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't really think about it that much if you're not familiar with beer and brewing, but they produce water like a sieve. They produce some very good water. I mean, they probably stopped production for 10 minutes to make that 155,000 cans of water. You know what I'm saying?
So there's 60 to 72 cans or pallets per case. They're saying about 1,700 bottles per pallet.
1,700 bottles.
If it's 12 ounce cans, you can ship 96 cases per pallet.
96 cases, and then you said it was 5,600 cases?
Yeah, so
You get at least it's
67 cases or 67 pallets.
yes, it's 3 truckloads. It was
Divided by 3. So you're talking 22 pallets a truck.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd be curious to compare the numbers when Oscar Blues did it with, I know a lot of the breweries have done it up there in Flint, Michigan. Um, I know Oscar Blues has done it many times for other crises.
Hold on just a second. Hey, Neri, find the link that's in Google Plus. We had an issue on the last Tuesday show, on this past Tuesday show, and I have a feeling that was one of the main problems was the link in the chat. I think that's how that problem started, and so I do not want to repeat of that. So find my post in Google Plus, and that there's the link in there. Thank you. I would have sent you an invite, but I didn't know his. I type in Neri and then it comes up with 100 million different Neris, and I can't find it. But in any case, yeah, it just in the article it just says here in this quick little post right here, it just says that it was 3 truckloads, and I'm like,
let's compare. Let's see what Oscar Blues is sending down. And then, fucking pop-ups, man.
it just seems like, man. Now on that one.
Oscar Blues has sent out 50 or 577,000 to communities such as Flint, Michigan, Louisiana, and South Carolina.
577,000 bottles or cans?
Cans.
Wow, that's yeah, that's I mean, Anheuser.
Oscar Blues has shipped. Okay, here it is. 88,000 cans, almost 89,000 cans of fresh water to Houston. So, I mean, if we're talking relativity,
exactly right.
We can look up what a day of production for those breweries look like.
Right.
So Oscar is sending probably about 45% of what AB is sending.
Yeah.
Oscar Blues isn't 45% the size of AB.
Exactly.
And that is just coming from the Longmont office here in Denver.
Right.
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
Oscar Blues will halt canning for nearly 20 hours.
I mean,
if you're talking, I bet Budweiser that wasn't shit for them. No. I want to know how long Budweiser shut down.
I bet you they probably shut down one line for probably at tops 30 minutes, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's 3 truckloads of water. I'm just gonna. I mean, that's
think about
nothing.
What does Deep Rock or El Dorado do in a day?
Right.
I mean, I've seen those El Dorado trucks, man. Oh, shit, those guys. You go to like a restaurant supply store, which I'm sure you've delivered to those before.
Yeah.
Those things are crazy. Those guys are going through 3 truckloads in an hour.
Yeah. Well, every time I've ever been to Anheuser-Busch to, to haul Budweiser, or even to Coors. I mean, Coors is a smaller production than they are, and you've still got. I mean, trucks are lined up bumper to bumper, man. I mean, to get into that place, and it's all day like that. I mean, it's. I'm pretty sure it's like every 15 or 30 minutes, there's just another truck backing up to another door. It's just boom, 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 boom. It's a machine, man. Like.
So, and we're talking. Houston's a big city,
right? I'm pretty now Houston's. If Houston has I'm pretty sure they do have a plant. I mean, a brewery down there, but that one might have been flooded. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So Houston is estimated to have 2.3 million people.
Right. I thought it was even more than that. Wasn't it more than that?
That was just estimated.
Oh.
So I mean, really good. Good on everybody. Good for Anheuser.
Right.
But really, I mean, you're not even giving enough to give everybody a bottle of water.
Right. I mean, it's
granted, not everybody probably needs it, but
yeah, I when you consider, just their advertising budget on crap, you know what I'm saying? I mean that when I first saw this, and I'm like 155,000 cans of water, which is 3 truckloads, is not. I mean, it's not even a drop in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? It's like you giving a quarter to the effort. You're like, come on,
Yeah, I mean, 22 pallets of beer. I mean, if you could figure out how much beer was sold by those guys per day.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. I mean, they're like pumping it out, man. I don't know. I think one time we did discuss those sorts of things here on this show, but it's been quite some time. But in any case, I saw that and I was just like, you got to be kidding me, man. I would think Anheuser-Busch out of all the things because they are very charitable. They give a lot of money to a lot of causes and they sponsor a lot of things. And when I saw that, I'm like, come on, man, 3 truckloads of water? Are you serious? That can't be all they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, because they do a lot of stuff. I admit they put people to work in their plants. That are challenged in one way or another. They do a lot of things in their communities that they're in. I know that. I grant them, and I would love to have one of those cans of water because they look collectible to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I don't know when I've ever seen one of those cans of water. So I look at them and I'm like, ooh, collectible. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, would anybody down in Houston care to eBay me one of those?
Right. Let's see if Skylar can get us some water.
Yeah, maybe Skylar can score us some water, man. I mean, it would be kind of hilarious if you saw one of those cans of water on eBay. I wonder how much they would sell for. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm trying to find the numbers.
That would be kind of funny. Hey, Tom, just to get back into some sort of, well, I mean, that was a beer related thing, and it did have to do with the effort. So I thought that we could talk about that a little bit. But and again, for anybody, hey, thank you, Mr. What is that? Taboring. Anybody that's in the chat wants to get on. Please find my profile in Google Plus, and you'll find a link to jump on because I just kind of don't want to take any chance. I have a feeling like that was our disturbance from Tuesday's show, and that easy link that's in there, and boy, that was a hard tick to get rid of, man. So what are you having, Tom?
I've had this for a couple weeks. My last one, it is the Treehouse Doppelganger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we talked about that one, right?
I think you saw the Double Ganger. I guess it's a double of this.
Oh, oh.
This is already a double IPA, but I mean, I don't really. I think it's just they double the dry hop, I believe.
And so that's the Treetops Doppelganger?
Treehouse, yeah, the
Oh,
Doppelganger.
Treehouse. Oh. Yeah, there it is.
It's a fairly good brew. It's a really good brew, actually.
Yeah, another top-rated one from Tom. Look at this. We've got.
Joe, you're right. There's 12 Budweiser breweries in the United States.
Yeah, I thought there was. Up
here in New Hampshire, I think that's the closest one to me.
Yeah, I've never. Let's see. I've hauled. I believe there's one in like West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I've hauled from that one in Houston. I know I've hauled out of LA. I've hauled from Denver, well, north of Denver. And then is there one in like Alabama or something like that?
Yeah, I think there is.
Something like that. I've hauled out of quite a few of them. You know what I'm saying? So you're like 3 truck. I mean, I could just from hauling it, okay. And like I said, I've been a bunch of their. I like to call them plants because they're so huge. I mean, at times they get trucks lined up around the building. Like it's insane.
When you drop off the load, do you have to pull the pallets, or do they pull the pallets for you?
At the distributor?
No, like when you're dropping it off at Budweiser.
No, you don't drop. Well, I've never delivered there. I just haul the beer out of there. So, when you go there, at least this is the way. Keep in mind, it's been 20 years since I did this. So, oh, he doesn't see a link. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
It's not exactly a link, like a post.
Yeah, it's like a post, Neri. You should see Friday Share Beer for September 1st in the American Dating. But
so here's a crazy number for you, Joe. Any rough guesses on how many gallons by Budweiser a year?
A year?
How
many gallons, not barrels?
Ooh.
Oh man.
I would imagine it's got to be hundreds of millions.
3,875,000,000.
Wow.
So almost 400 billion gallons of water. or piss water. But
selling like 3,000 million gallons of beer.
So that would break down to times that by gallons. Divide that by 5. See, my calculator on my phone can't even do the math. To figure out how many kegs and
stuff. In a day, huh? Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a crazy number, right? It's. And they sent 3 truckloads of beer. I mean, that's not even, out of one plant, that's probably one line for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, right.
I mean, or a half hour. I'll even cut them a slack. That might have been half hour by the time they set it up, and I don't know. They had to put the new cans in there. I don't know what the hell. You know what I'm saying? But, it doesn't. I mean, a drop in a bucket doesn't even seem like it describes what that would be for that company. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like. But maybe they did other stuff. I don't know. Maybe they sent the water. Maybe there's so much water going down there. That could be the case too. And they knew this, and so they're doing other efforts. I'm sure they are. I mean, because they do a lot of charitable stuff, So, but I saw that and it kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, as you can tell, because I was like, what the, come on, man.
Did it rub you the wrong way knowing you can't get the can? Or did it rub you?
That too, a little bit of hate, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, put one of those on eBay, man. I need to buy that thing, man. What's wrong with you? I need to call my cousin, man. Hey, get one of them cans of Budweiser water, man.
I'm trying to get the number that has the can on it, and it overloads my phone. The number that you would have to do is 125 million, which is their barrelage per year, times 330.
Wow.
And that would be how many cans?
And that would be how many cans, yeah. So,
Let's see if my computer can do it. I bet Google can do it.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, be careful of Google, man. You and Google, man. I don't know.
I might light the internet on fire.
Zach and Ruben, man. That's the. Let me go to my Google Plus page so that Neri can see the post.
It's literally a blank post. It's like gray post.
Yeah, I want him to be able to see what it looks like. So I'll put it on here so you can just see that it's nothing fancy. It's a pretty plain Jane sort of thing, but I'm holding my breath that that jerk won't find it. But in any case, this is what my profile page looks like, Neri, and this is the post right here. So if you see something it looks like this, just sign in Google accounts sort of thing. You click on that and it'll bring you right into the show so you can be on there.
Google figured it out. 41,250,000,000 cans.
Wow. And that's a year.
Per year is what they do. You compare that to, okay, I can divide that by 365, but they sent 155,000 cans.
Does it bug you now too? It's I
appreciate the help, but what the
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? It's like someone asking you for a donation. You're like, you know what, man? There's people down there in Florida. They're really, in Houston, really suffering, and we're trying to take donations. And you like whip out a penny. They'd be like, what? Keep it.
So they average. Let's see. I think it's about 133 or 113 million cans a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
113 million a day. Now that's all 12 breweries, right? I mean, let's be fair.
This is worldwide production. To be fair.
That's worldwide. So
this is out of 32 breweries.
32 breweries. So you could even take that and divide that by 32 and then get a little more accurate out of one brewery.
Yeah. So divide by 32. You're still looking at 3,531,000
from each brewery.
From each brewery. Yeah.
12 ounce. That's 12 ounce cans.
That's 12 ounce cans. That's from each brewery.
And say each can's $1 or 50 cents.
Yeah. And this is the water though. This ain't even
the sales, but I do a lot of work with the sales by ounce. You look at sales per ounce. Your half barrel keg is their cheapest. I get maybe 7 cents an ounce per half barrel keg. Then your 6 barrel keg, you're up to like 11. And then you get into your crowlers and growlers, which are going to hit like 32. And so you start thinking what it's worth per ounce. Because then if you're doing it wholesale cost.
Right. Yeah, because they're not selling to the public per se. I mean, because you can't just go to the
Yeah, Budweiser's mostly going to be wholesale at the
yeah.
end.
Because
But that's still quite the fucking number.
I mean, it's like what
I mean, even if you divided that by 24 now,
to
And
get per
and that's
hour per brewery.
and
Yeah,
that's every day. They're doing that day after day after
after
day.
day, right?
It's just
Right.
it out.
I mean, okay, so now we've finally got our number. They shut down for about an hour. 147,000 cans an hour
Okay, so that was an hour.
Wow.
is what, I mean, granted, none of those are probably accurate.
Right.
That's just a roundabout of total production worldwide divided by their breweries divided by.
Right. So it's a rough number. It could have been 2 hours, but it's still like,
It still makes it relevant.
hey, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Good to see you again.
I can imagine how many lines they have though, because they're doing bottles, they're doing cans, they're doing kegs.
It's impressive, man, because when you go to one of the big boys and you get loaded up with beer, it's literally just like one guy after another coming in your trailer. I mean, it's just one guy comes with a pallet from way over there, and another guy comes with a pallet from way over there, and it's all computerized. They have all this stuff on their forklift, and they all know what trailer to go into. You know what I'm saying? Just stay the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
But Budweiser, to their credit, you had to have your trailer even washed out
Really.
to haul Budweiser. So they really do make sure that it's clean when they in that release. When they mention that it's clean, safe, clean drinking water. They mean it, because when you go down there, if you can't even get past security if you haven't had your trailer washed out, versus other breweries, you merely just sweep out your trailer a little bit,
Mhm.
But over there, you darn sure had that. Granted, like I said, this is 20 years ago. Things could have changed a lot, but
I'd imagine it advanced from 20 years ago. I mean,
yeah,
20 years ago was pretty advanced.
right. So I mean, they might even there was some not the breweries at that time, but there was other places, auto parts and so on and so forth, where they had robots already, and this is 20 years ago. They had robots, didn't necessarily go in your trailer, but the robots would line stuff up and get things ready for the guys that were loading the trailers.
Hey Joe, what day are you going out to Denver?
Oh, it's let me see.
'Cause I'm gonna go out there Wednesday. I'm going out to GABF with you guys.
Oh, are you really cool?
Yeah.
Wednesday that sounds kind of early.
Yeah.
That's
I want to stay over one night before I don't know, I want to like get in there first.
Oh, okay. The 6th.
The 6th. What day is this? I think that 6th is a Thursday, right?
That Friday.
Oh, you guys are going to the Friday one.
Yeah, we're going to the Friday one for sure. Yeah. That's the one we're going to, is the Friday one.
I purchased a Thursday ticket. I thought you guys were going to Thursday.
Oh.
I'll have to sell that ticket and buy another one.
Yeah, because I think Mark already, did he give away that extra one? I think he had an extra, but I don't know if he might have sold it or gave it away already. But you could ask.
Damn. I should have waited and asked you guys. I thought you said Thursday.
No, Mark's getting there Thursday.
Oh, all right.
He'll be there ahead of me. I think he's getting there Thursday. But I'll be there Friday morning ish, kind of late morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll basically have a couple of hours to kind of get to the hotel and then get back down to GABF.
Because they're doing 1 ounce samples, and I know you drinking this. What are they gonna be like? What 3,000 beers?
Yeah.
800 breweries.
Yeah.
I almost want half of samples.
Yeah, I thought it was 2-ounce samples. It's 1-ounce samples.
Yeah, I believe so. It's probably
Oh,
better off. Because I was doing the math. I was like, you think about it, 12 ounces in a beer. You know what I mean? You can probably have like maybe 60 to 70 samples. Like it matters what ABV you're drinking.
1-ounce samples is like communion, isn't it? I mean, that's. I mean, it's like
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, we used to get those little communion cups. I mean, that's like little communion cups of beer, right? You're like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if you get in trouble if you took your own 2-ounce sample cup. Neary's having a hard time. You know what? Okay, let me just. I'll put it on there. Screw it, man.
Yeah, he was on there on Wednesday.
I'm reluctant to, but here's the link, Neri, in there. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can delete it. Okay, so click get on real quick, and then I'll delete it. Oh hell, I could delete. I didn't realize I could do that. I could delete anybody's comment, I guess. I didn't have any idea. I never do that sort of thing, you know. So you see the link in here, Neri? I put the link in the chat. So as soon as he gets on, I'll delete that one there. But in any case, man, getting back to that beer you were having, there's 54,000 ratings on here for that beer. That's a pretty popular beer. 3,500 in the last 30 days. 4.55 bottle caps, man.
Wow.
Look at this guy. This guy's a stud.
When I first got it, it wasn't as impressive as it is now. Like some beers you get and you have to let it sit for a little while, let it mature.
Right.
I don't know how they really make it and everything, but it got better after.
There he is. Good. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, man, but we had a real
dilemma.
I mean, so I have a feeling like that's what the problem was that easy link right there. So yeah, maybe that's a solution. I mean, maybe I can post it. Whoever wants to get in, I'll post it there and then delete it right away. Yeah, that's a good. I could do it that way. So, yeah, sorry about that, my friend. One person ruins it for everybody. Hey, Tom. So that is it a real like earthy hoppy type of double, or
it's more of a juicy like guava mango citrus.
Okay,
like it's not like a West Coast piney. It's
yeah,
Coast like East Coast like they don't even call it a New England style. I guess it's an East Coast or IPA. But like if you've noticed, like a lot of breweries are doing New England IPAs now.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's very, very popular.
And it just that type of beer just came out of nowhere. Within the last years, it was like boom, here I am.
Yeah, and every IPA now, there's so many like citrusy sort of beers, juicy, with mango and tropical fruits, which are pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to like them a lot more, and you get a nice hop bite out of it, but it's not like that real piney sort of sharp kind of just like puckering your lips sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a pleasant sort of thing, and some of them are a little more stronger than others. But that one, 88 IBUs. How does that hit you? The IBUs?
I've kind of lost trust in IBUs.
Right. Yeah, because it's a balancing thing. Yeah.
It's more. I don't. It's like it's one of those IPAs that when you drink it, it dries your palate.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's not lingering.
Right.
It's on. And then when you take another sip, it's like you just drink for the first time.
Very cool. So it's really nice and dry and everything. Cool.
Yeah. Fruity.
So, Neri, my friend, it took you a while to get on. Man, I apologize for all of that, man. I wish I could send you an invite. You're in Google Plus, right?
Yeah, I am. But the strange thing is, I have a totally different layout in my Google Plus. But I don't know if these are some personal settings or I had a totally different. So
Well, I think I still use. I think you had, or I had an option to use the old one, and I think I still use the old one. I'm not sure. But man, I've ran searches, because I've tried to send you an invite in the past. I'm gonna look you up again. It's just there's so many Neries in here, so when I look, it's tough,
yeah, I understand.
Um, But in any case, what beer are you having, my friend?
I'm having a Belgian triple from with a difficult name to say it in English. Ter Dolen. Ter Ter Dolen. Ter Dolen.
Oh,
Belgium triple.
2 words though. Okay. All right.
Ter Dolen. Castle Brewery.
Oh yeah, Google knew exactly what I was talking about. Is that aged 12 years?
Don't think so.
Damn, 12.
12 years. It's
Imagine.
crazy. I've got to see this one. Oh my God, look at this.
This one is definitely not 12 years.
It's like a whiskey.
Yeah, look at this one there. This is gonna. Wow. This.
Oh yeah.
Look, that's the same one, but aged 12 years. 62 ratings. 3 in the last 30 days. It no longer being produced by the brewery. That is the beer to get, my friend. Wow.
Ter Dolen, aged 12 years. Oh, that's an expensive one, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine. And it only gets a 3.7 rating. Come on, it's got to be better than that.
Age 12, maybe too old.
Maybe,
don't know.
Yeah, maybe just past its prime a little bit too much. It looks like the same bottle you've got, right?
Yeah, it's almost the same.
So it's but we'll look it up over here again and
yeah. It.
Yeah, I've had it.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, let's see if you get some good smoke out of that bad boy. Let's see, man.
Let's try it. Okay.
Gotta be here for the smoke.
Yeah, I gotta be for the smoke, man. Let's see. Oh, look at this guy, man. He's a smoke stud, this guy. Look at that. It just keeps going, man. This guy's like a magician or something with the smoke, man. Look at that.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's already smelling like caramel and what's it called? Raisins.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said caramel.
It smells like the
aroma is caramel, malt, sugary, and raisiny, just like you said.
Yeah.
Flavor is
smells like the rose.
Along the same. They said
it smells like the
raisins and grass.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks good. I love the color in that one, man.
Oh, it's sweet. It's really like raisins, little grassy, yes. Lemongrass, I would say.
Oh, nice. Get a nice little hint of lemon in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it's pretty. Is it dry?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And is there maybe any spice in there at all, or not really?
Yeah, in the end, there is.
Yep. That's what some people are saying here.
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah,
good.
but it's
How would you rate that one out of 5? What would you call that?
mm, a little less than a 4.
Just a little less than a 4. Okay, so like a 3.8 maybe or something.
3.8, yes. 3.9, 3.8, yes.
Yeah, you're right in line with what everybody's saying there. So you've got here on Untapped, you got 8,000 ratings on here, 265 in the last 30 days, 8.1% alcohol by volume, no IBUs rated, 3.6 bottle caps. So still a really good beer. 3.6 is still a decent rating.
Yeah, it is.
Was that an expensive beer for you?
I got it from a colleague of mine, so I'm not sure. I don't know.
Hey, no, you know what? Getting from colleague is the best beer ever, right? It's like that's the right price, you know.
You are the one.
Yeah.
I can almost treat.
Yeah, free beer is always like you gotta. As a matter of fact, instead of a 3.8 now, Neri, you know that might get a 4 because you know what I'm saying. Free beer always gets a little bit higher rating. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I give it a 4 then.
Yeah, you get the free shaker out, and when you shake that in your beer, it just makes it taste better. You know what I'm saying?
But this is strange because it's really sweet, like I said, raisins and caramel also.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a little bitter. Strange.
So the finish is a little bitter.
A little bitter and a little herbal in the end.
A little herbal too. Okay. What kind of herb? What kind of herb would you describe it as? Would you would you say it's like oregano, or is it like a basil sort of herb, or what kind of herb are you getting?
I would say a little bit of coriander.
Coriander. Yeah.
But only a little bit, so. It is nice.
Would you buy it again? Is the key.
Um,
Or would you buy it for the first time, rather?
I would drink it in a bar, but yeah, I'm not sure because I have all the Rochefort 8s, and I think it's a little bit like a Rochefort 8. I think.
Okay, but
a little bit,
but it ain't gonna compare hardly. I mean, that Rochefort 8 is like probably much better. From the way you're talking.
Yeah, but it has the same notes from a little bit of caramel, a little malty, and raisins. Yeah. Nice.
Hey Zach, so we're putting together a nice little group now to go down there to Denver with, man. So
yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. You guys are coming in on Thursday. Well, you get in Friday afternoon, right?
yeah.
Mark's in what, Thursday night?
I think he's coming in Thursday night. Yeah. And then Tom says he's coming in now.
Yeah, I'm coming on Wednesday morning.
Oh, Wednesday morning, then you'll be here for fun.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the whole like 4 full days. So I'm coming early Wednesday, leaving late Saturday.
A really fun time is if you can get in, and you'll probably have some time. They do an annual Kill the Keg at Falling Rock Tap House, It's always Friday morning, I think.
What's the name of it?
It's Falling Rock Tap House. That's where you're going to spend a lot of time if you want to drink a lot of the beer.
Now, from what I understand, is like this week is like a really big beer week in Denver. Like not even just the breweries, not even just like at GABF, but the breweries.
It's more than just Denver too. I mean, Oscar Blues is a daily bus that they'll drive you up an hour to their brewery.
Really?
And sending you back. I mean, so we're talking the convention center, which is kind of the southernmost point of our downtown, I guess you would say. And then, so that's on 14th Street. There's at least a beer bar every block till 38th.
Yeah, because when I try to look for Airbnb, you realize how big Denver really is.
Denver's a pretty big and it's widespread town. The light rail is going to be your friend. Uber and Lyft are your friends. My favorite places to go during that week: Fresh Craft, Euclid Hall, Falling Rock, Lucky Pie. There's so damn many of them. There's a couple of great strip clubs if you're into that. Do beer stuff. You get into the strip clubs for free if you pass. But I mean, the whole city goes crazy. The celebrities, there's limited beer tappings and everything. So I was saying, I believe it's Friday morning every year, or at 11. Falling Rock will do. It's the first keg nationally tapped of Sierra Nevada's Harvest Ale.
Oh, really?
It's the first and freshest keg of that you're going to get.
Wow.
Whenever I drink, I'm always old, so it'd be nice to drink that fresh.
And that's at that tap house.
Fill the keg, and I mean that keg lasts about 13 minutes.
Well, we want to do whatever we can, kind of chalk up those elbows a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Give me some of that.
Depending on what part of town you're staying in, there's going to be breweries by you.
And I can imagine if you could spend a decent penny that week. If you don't.
Yeah, and but there's a lot of good deals too. There's beer dinners. There'll be there's beer dinners all week.
Oh.
Like my week will start on Sunday.
Yeah.
Before I'm doing $100 person beer dinner on Monday night.
Nice.
Oh, on Monday night? Oh, so that's way before we get there.
And that one's a blast. But I mean, there's always pairings. Fresh Craft is known for doing really good, like Cigar City tap takeovers, and like if you want to go to like a scummy PBR kind of bar that also carries really good beer, Star Bar is awesome. That's where a lot of the brewers hang out.
Ooh, let me ask you a very important question, man, because this sort of thing is important for me, because right now, it's triple digits. And so what's the weather going to be like?
Yeah, let's see. It could be 80s or it could be 20s.
Yeah.
That's Colorado.
Well,
I don't know. The past couple of years, I've went in like shorts and been fine because it's the 80s.
Yeah.
That I've been snowed on a couple of years too. Think Albuquerque minus 10 degrees.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's a tough one because that time of year, October, is when it falls off a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like October is that month when it would, boy, you get those really kind of chilly, 40s type of mornings and all that sort of thing. And here that in Phoenix, 40 is just like forget about it. I mean, just.
The nice thing is, like, Tom coming from the east and Mark coming from the east. There's no humidity here. We're drier than Phoenix, It's like
yeah.
So there's no humidity.
Hey Zach, I'm coming from Massachusetts, and I heard that you like Allagash. Do you want? I mean, I can try bringing
I love
it
Allen.
on
Yeah, if you bring some with you, I'll hook you up with some.
because I know you.
I'll send you over to the brewery and get you some collars or something.
I know you said you liked the sours and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting into the sours here and there. So yeah, I'll be downtown every day, going to different events and stuff. So let me know, where you're at downtown and or what you think you want to get into. Crooked Stave will do releases every day if you're into the big sour stuff. Great Divide's always having good parties.
They got Epic out there too, right?
Yeah, and oh shit, you'll be here Thursday night, you said?
I'll be here.
Epic does a thing called 50 Firkins on Thursday night. Doesn't start till I think 9:30 or 10. It's at the brewery. They tap 50 different Firkins that they've done.
Wow, that's impressive.
And like none of them are done again. But they work with other breweries. Like they say, hey, what do you guys want to throw into this Firkin, and we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we're supposed to do one with them next week or something.
A Firkin's wild ale, right?
No, Firkin's the cask. So when they hit the hit the hammer,
and then they pound it in there. Yeah.
So like
the naturally carbonated.
They did Gummy Bear IPA one year.
They do that at at that Goldwater Brewing
Goldwater, yeah, they had some.
Yeah.
It's really cool because you can take a beer and then you add something to it and it's naturally carbonated. So we had Gummy Bear IPA. There's like Oreo, Big Baptist.
Nice.
There's all kinds of good stuff.
You've had the Big Baptist, right?
Oh yeah, we have
the delicious.
I think there's 5 different kinds of it now. They're coming out with triple barrel Baptist next week.
Yeah, I seen they have like the double Big Baptist, and then they have I didn't even know they're doing a triple.
Triple gets released in Colorado next week. There's Baby Baptist. Then when you get here into town, we could go over to Strange or to Epic and get some Strangely Epic, which is Big Mac Baptist mixed with one of the best cherry creeks you're ever going to have. So it's like chocolate covered cherries.
Ooh.
I'm missing all that.
Yeah.
But
I hear all these stories, and I'm oh man.
Yeah, I tried to put it out there as soon as I knew me and Mark were going, so that it would give time for anybody that wanted to go, to go. You know what I'm saying? Because at least in the States, because right now the flights are pretty cheap and very affordable, and so because right now I guess the airlines have a lot of competition from some of the foreign airlines starting to come into America now, and so they're lowering their prices. So it's made we kind of benefit. You know what I'm saying? So it's great.
From Massachusetts to Colorado, I spent it was like $260 for a plane ticket.
Yeah,
which wasn't that. It's really
no,
not that.
That's not at all. No,
and I get a carry on, and I'm good to go.
What helps is Denver is a major hub, so that helps.
Yeah, and it is light rail from the airport now.
Yeah, so that Mark told me about that. So it'll be my first trip where I'm completely trusting public transportation. So I'm kind of okay. I'm not gonna rent a car. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But
how close are you going to be to the event? Like room wise?
We're going to be fairly far south, but not far off of the light rail. We're staying right by one of the light rail stations, so we can just hop right on that bad boy and then
You guys are in the tech center, right?
I don't know where that's.
Probably I-25 in Arapahoe or something.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I mean, I really don't know, but it's
Yeah, that's easy. It's a 15-minute train ride in. We'll
yeah.
probably run into each other on the train.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Mark is the one that he's more familiar with Denver than
Where
I
are you
am.
staying, Paul?
I'm staying at an Airbnb on the same street as the convention center. It's like 10 minutes away.
Okay.
Like, shoot, might as well. I'm renting a car, so I know I'm gonna be a little drunk once I'm done. So I'm like, screw it. I'll stay out there for a couple hours, sober up a little bit, and then go on my way.
Yeah, it's a super easy city to get around. I mean, it's
I'm just
easy to walk.
I'm just making sure. I should have, because like I said, the city's so big, so it's like you look on the map and it's like, oh, that's pretty close, but there's like 20, 30 streets in between.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you can get to like the baseball field is, they say, oh, that's a far walk. Really, it's like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, and it's been years since I went. I think it was 2008. I narrowed it down to 2007, 2008, something like that.
It's gonna be insane for me.
But they had just opened that first line of that light rail that year that I went, and it was nice. We just so happened, everything was such a coincidence. We had just so happened to get a hotel that was south of Denver that was right near the last stop of that light rail. And it was literally right there. So, man, we got hammered every day, man. I was in that ESPN zone just pounding beers, man. It was
that's
great.
not even there now.
Yeah, there's no ESPN zones anymore. Yeah, because Phoenix used to have one as well. But no, I was in that darn ESPN just boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? You hop your ass on that darn light rail, and it was great.
There's a cool place if you guys want to get a cigar on Friday before the fest. There's a place right by Great Divide and a couple of other breweries. Little hole in the wall, but the guy rolls his own cigars.
Nice.
Ooh, are you kidding me? Okay.
He's
a Class 5 Dominican roller.
What?
Really cool little stop.
Now wait a minute. Now he's a Class 5 Dominican roller, and he is in Colorado, so we need to make this clear. Is that cigar tobacco going in this? Because I get tested, man. I got to make sure this is all on the up and up. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but I would love a good hand rolled cigar for real.
No, but just to give you a hint of how Colorado goes, guy walks into the bar last night and goes, "Man, I really appreciate your service. I don't want anything," and he hands me this. Just a whole.
Oh man!
A whole bag of weed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's eight big buds in that.
No, I got to be careful, man, because I would love to have, a fresh hand rolled cigar like that.
Oh yeah. No, he does and he has this big walk-in humidor with all your favorite brands as well. But it's cool. It's been there for like 20-something years.
Wow.
And nobody in Denver even knows it's there.
Oh, you'll have to turn me on to that place. Once it gets a little closer, I want to know all about it because, man, I definitely would love to go there. You know what I'm saying? Have a good cigar. That'd be.
It's a great way to relax a little bit before the festival.
That's what I like about cigars. Like they're very, very, very different than cigarettes, right? Cigarettes are like for crackheads, really, because they're like 7 minutes and they're done. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? But a cigar makes you relax, right? You're gonna be there for at least 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to sit down and chill. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be there 30 minutes to an hour. You know what I'm saying? So just relax, enjoy it.
Do you inhale? Because I know I know you're not supposed to inhale, right?
No, you just puff a cigar, and you at most you can kind of hold it in a little bit and get some of the flavors rolling around on your palate. And then kind of like when you're sampling wine, and then you spit it out. You know what I'm saying?
But I will tell you this while you come up here. Water is your friend.
Yes.
Like, you need to hydrate.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that. Now the big deal for me is I've been out of the mountains for quite some time. So the big deal is going to the elevation. A lot of us don't realize, like, when people will come to Albuquerque and drink with me, I was at that time used to the elevation. You come up here and drink with me, it's gonna hit you a little different than it did. Now for me, I'm gonna be in that same position because I've been in Phoenix now for quite some time, and going up to that elevation and then drinking on top of that is a lot different ball game.
Wait, so it hits you harder? Like it hits you faster?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, because
Really?
you got the elevation alone. That the air is a little different and it hits you a little different. You can get that. What do they call it? It's elevations. What do they call elevation?
Sickness, yeah. A lot of people get fatigued.
Yeah.
Some people get
Yeah, and that's just from not even drinking. You know what I'm saying? And then when you add alcohol into that mix, boy, I mean that all of a sudden it can go to your system a little quicker. So you really do have to be careful of that.
But as long as you're gonna, have good food and keep hydrated, they'll let you bring a big bottle of water into the fest with you.
Cool.
And be smart.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like here in Phoenix, everyone's big on water because it's always so damn hot. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing, man. I can't go to sea level and get drunk. I go to like Phoenix and Seattle and shit, and so, man, I gotta start drinking at like 8 a.m. to even get a
Yeah,
I'm so damn full.
Yeah.
Get ready for you on your bedstand.
Yeah, it's let me get. We got Pitbull Beer Master in the chat. Earth is in the chat asking if anyone will have an extended weekend. I have an extended weekend, but it doesn't start till tomorrow. I still got to work tonight. We've got Neri's mom in there. Hi, Neri's mom. Hi. And Chris Clark, man, he said he's working right now, but he's off Monday. I'm off Monday as well. So expect some pop-up random show this weekend. Keep your eyes peeled. Set some sort of notification on YouTube, or keep your eyes on Google Plus for some sort of random pop-up show. Really quick, I'd like to talk about the 3-day weekend. What is everybody going to be watching, man? Are you going to be doing a lot of binge watching? I know now that Game of Thrones is over, I'm going to be catching up on Game of Thrones. I got a busy weekend, man. I'm booked. I got Game of Thrones. Netflix just released. Boom! Today they just released Narcos season 3. Boom! That is my weekend, baby. I am done. I've got Game of Thrones. I got Narcos season 3. And I found another series that I didn't know about until last weekend, but I've got 4 seasons of The Strain. The Strain
is crazy.
Yeah, it does. It's like twisted enough. I thought it was sci-fi, and it's a little.
You're gonna like it.
It's a little different. I'm 2 episodes in so far into season 1.
You're getting to some good stuff. Just wait.
Yeah, so that I've got 3 really good series. I mean, I'm booked. This weekend is just I'm busy. You know what I'm saying?
I got 2 things real quick.
Did you saw Ozark?
Oh, loved Ozark. My sister turned me on to Ozark, and she's responsible for that mess. I loved Ozark. I thought it was great. Me and my mom actually watched quite a few episodes when they were here visiting me. Did you like it as well? Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? Now, Neri, what do you think, man? Now, for a guy, I mean, we're guys here, right? So, as a guy, now I've got to have a nice, just like beer, right? If there's a nice balance of malts and hops, right, and maybe a few other flavors, coffee or whatever, it's a nice beer for me, right? Now, for me in a TV series, if there's a nice balance of blood and guts, right? There's got to be some killing in there. There's got to be, someone's getting screwed over, right? Like someone's got to be getting screwed over, and a nice little balance of sex and stuff in there, and then a little plot, and I'm good, right? That's a great series, right? Someone's got to be dying every few minutes, and I'm good.
Like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like
I would like to have a kind of series like the movie Donnie Brasco.
Brasco. Okay.
Donnie Brasco, yes.
Yeah.
And then in a Netflix series.
Yeah, man, Netflix just you know what's kind of weird is Netflix is putting out so many series right now. A lot of them are kind of yeah. You know what I'm saying? They kind of get you
Some of the
through.
comic book ones were that way for me. Like I really liked Daredevil. I thought Daredevil was good, and I thought Luke Cage was really good. But Iron Fist and Jessica Jones, I thought sucked.
Oh, now see Ishmael, he recommended
Luther,
Yeah.
Luther is great, yes.
and Bosch and Ozark. Now, Ozark we already talked about. I loved Ozark. Ozark was bomb. If you haven't seen Ozark on Netflix, right? You need to see it. It's
Have you watched Bloodlines?
yes, Bloodlines, all 3 seasons. Watched, done that.
That's a
Have
good
to
one.
see that. That's
Yep.
Put that on your list. If you haven't seen it, catch up, man. There was a guy at work. We turned on to Bloodlines, and he's all happy. He's just like rubbing himself and stuff. It's great. Boss, you know what? I have to admit, man. You guys tell me. There has been literally half a hand's worth of series that I've watched on Amazon and liked. Like Amazon just they're kind of I don't know what it is with Amazon, but their series.
The one that I liked on Amazon was Mad Dogs.
Mad Dogs. I don't remember.
Mad Dogs was pretty good.
Mad Dogs?
Mad Dogs.
Yeah,
Mad Dogs, okay.
I don't remember Mad Dogs. I have to admit, I don't remember.
That one was pretty good. You'd like it because it has the people getting killed. It has tits and ass. And
yeah. There has to be the right amount of people getting killed. If people are getting killed, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Right? I love a series when they start too. They have that, like, what do they call it? A cold open or a hard open? I don't know what the hell they call those things. I don't know all the lingo. All I know is when they start out and someone's dead already, and they're like, "Oh, what happened?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah, what did happen?" You know what I'm saying? You're like, "Yeah, this is good." I'm watching. You know what I'm saying?
I really like Vikings. Is a good one.
Yes, Vikings was great. Loved Vikings. Yes.
What's similar to Vikings on Netflix is called The Last Kingdom.
Oh, really? No, I haven't seen it.
It's kind of the British side of it, or not the British, but the English side, I guess. Instead of the Viking side, it's the English side.
A couple of years ago, they had the Sopranos here on the TV. On the what's it called? The normal channel, not pay channel, but the normal TV channel. And I really like the Sopranos.
Ooh, man, the
Sopranos was great.
The Sopranos was great. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, real quick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do a cheers. Lost my grandpa this morning.
Oh, man. Yeah, what was his name, man? How long did you give me a little bit about him, man? How
his name was Chuck. He was 82 years old, 20 years removed from an open heart transplant.
Wow.
Fought in some wars and stuff, and actually gave up a professional baseball career to go fight for the country.
Wow.
Taught me how to garden and do all that stuff. So.
Hey, well, cheers to Chuck, man.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers to Chuck, man.
Yes.
Yeah, salute, man. Yeah. Hey, and you lost him this morning, you said?
Yeah. 7 a.m.
Wow. So is he in Colorado with you, or
Yep.
so?
So he'd been in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and he just never wanted to go back. He was tired of getting sick,
Yeah, that's
and so it was one of those that it's kind of a relief when you see it for so long.
yeah.
It's still sad, but it's one of those that whatever. It's a better place somewhere.
Well, 72, I know it may sound old to some people, but 72 is young to me, man. My parents are right there, so
Well, he was 82.
Oh, 82. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
82.
82. Had an open heart transplant over 20 years ago.
Wow.
So that's miraculous. They gave him 6 months to live 20 years ago.
Cool.
So he
And
definitely
just kept working and kept doing his thing. So
he definitely lived what they thought he was going to live.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, but they lived next door to me, so I took care of him and my grandma for
Oh
a
man,
long time.
They live right next door to you?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, man, I tell you, man, my grandma's been passed away now for 5 years, and I'm telling you, man, I still talk to her every day, man. I miss that lady like crazy, man. My mom can speak to that in the chat right now. I mean, that lady was like, Wonder Woman in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, she was truly to me, my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? She was my second mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, she lived with me since we were 14. I was 14. You know what I'm saying? So, my mom was a single mother, raising 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? And so my grandma was there. My mom was a business owner, you know what I'm saying? A small business owner. She owned 2 businesses when we were growing up, all by herself. And so my grandma played a lot of that role, man. So my grandma, helped raise us. So me and my little sister. So, she wasn't just like that typical grandma you go visit every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was huge in my life. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I understand, man. Like, so for some people, you miss a grandparent, and I get that, but for others, we were really close with our grandparents, and so it's like it's like losing another parent. You know what I'm saying? You're like, it's a little bit deeper.
Yeah, for sure.
my my mom's in the chat. But dude, my mom loves TV, so my mom's in the chat, and she's saying Luther's coming out with a 5th season.
Yeah. Did you watch Logan yet? Logan was really good too.
Logan was good. Okay, I'll have to watch Logan.
Logan.
I'll have to watch Logan. Which one is that on?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay, I'll have to watch Logan.
Trying to see what else is on my list.
And I'm gonna have to check out that Bosch again. I'm gonna have to give it another shot. I'll try to get a couple episodes in. The one that I'm looking at.
Think of Black Mirrors.
Black Mirror. Did you like Black Mirrors?
I wasn't a fan. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I didn't really get into Black Mirrors that much either. I tried watching it.
I liked Sense 8. Sense 8 was really good.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Amazon, and they've got, dude, I'm a huge Tom Clancy fan, and they've got a Tom Clancy series coming on Amazon next year called Jack Ryan. So I'm kind of looking forward to that because I definitely, Tom Clancy checks off all the guy stuff, bro. Military, like some people are gonna get killed, like sniped, you know what I'm saying, or something, like some kind of like secret jack, you know what I'm saying? There's like all that kind of perfect murder stuff happening, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Military stuff, guns, badass dudes that barely talk English, like it's great.
How about American Horror Story?
You know, guys that don't shave. You know what I'm saying? They look like they haven't had a bath in a year. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect.
Have you done the American Horror Stories yet?
Ooh, they're coming out with a new series too. A new season, right?
They got a new one, but Netflix has up to 5 now.
You know, some of those other ones, they had the one in the carnival, that one season, that kind of lost
That
me.
one was weird. I liked Hotel. I thought Hotel was actually pretty good.
Did you like that one? Yeah, that kind of.
I thought it was just weird enough. I thought Lady Gaga actually did a good job acting in it. But I thought the first two, the Murder House and the Asylum, were the best.
Yes, the Asylum, man. Oh, the Asylum was good. What I like about that is they use some of the same actors, but it's a different story every season. So that's kind of what I like about that one. That one checks off a lot of boxes. Earth says Splinter Cell. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I have to admit, I haven't seen that one.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, Ishmael said, "What? Luther, a 5th season? Dude, Luther was so good. Luther was good. There's another series I haven't started yet either. But I'm hoping to, if I get time. Like I said, I've got to catch up on Game of Thrones because I have to wait for it to be over before
You're gonna love it, dude.
So I'm gonna catch up on that. And dude, I can't tell you how much I love Narcos. Narcos checks all the boxes, bro. Tons of money, like Ozark. You got money, you got people dying, and Ozark's even a plus. Because Narcos, because you got drugs, right? You got badass dudes with guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's great. And then Narcos was like real. You know what I'm saying? Like it happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's great. Yeah.
I like Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders was pretty good.
Oh, don't even get me started on Peaky effing Blinders. I love Peaky Blinders, man. That series is such a good period series, right? I mean,
have you watched Riverdale yet?
Riverdale. I remember Riverdale.
I haven't watched Riverdale, but it's on my list.
Yeah, Riverdale was decent if I remember right. Dude, Peaky Blinders, I love that. They're supposed to do 2 more seasons. I even keep up with Peaky Blinders. I like that one so much. There's like a bunch of little crap happening though, behind the scenes with that one. Like they were getting. It was kind of like a Seinfeld thing. You remember how Seinfeld had that delay in I forget in between what seasons because the actors couldn't get the contract straight. Like there was a bunch of this junk happening. And the same similar situation has happened with Peaky Blinders. Like that series blew up so much that there's a bunch of junk happening there. So we've had this long delay. They were up to the 4th season? I think this is the 5th season coming up. But they made an agreement for 2 more seasons. And there's an issue there, right? Are you familiar with it, Neri, as well?
They're at 3 seasons.
Yep.
It
reminded me a lot of like Boardwalk Empire.
It did, yeah, and it was really well done. Costumes are perfect. The sets are perfect. Everything is just set so period. It's.
I just started watching and I only got halfway through the first episode, but it caught my eye. On HBO, Room 104.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Look up the trailer, man. It's trippy.
Room 104. Okay. I'll remember that. Yeah, I have the HBO app as well. There's so much good stuff, and I don't know about you guys across the pond there, Neri. Do you get an extended weekend this weekend?
No, not at all, man. No.
Yeah, he's like, I would actually love that right now. Yeah. No, we have a holiday here, which for Labor Day. I don't know what the hell it's for. What is it to like remember labor or what is it for? What is Labor Day?
To not wear white.
Yeah, to not. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell Labor Day is for. Some people stop wearing white, right? You start wearing dark clothes or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell Labor Day is for, man. I really don't. All I know is you get a day off work. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. I don't know what all these damn holidays are. All I know is we get a holiday.
Get out of here and head to lunch.
What was that?
I gotta head to lunch. I'll see you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're out here as well, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Have a good one, Joe. See you guys.
All right, man. Peace out.
You guys, bye-bye.
But yeah, we're heading out of here as well. But I just wanted to touch on that subject really quick and just kind of see what, because in America we have a 3-day weekend, so everyone, woohoo! You know what I'm saying? And some people will take off Friday as well. I think that's what Earth was getting at, kind of like who's taking the extended weekend, making it a 4-day weekend. So I don't know. We'll see if it's that slow when I get to work tonight and they say, hey man, you guys go home if you want. I'm like, I don't know, I might just do it. I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of series to catch up on, man. I got a lot of beer to drink, and my mom says she likes everything Zach likes. But there's
paradise.
There's a lot of good stuff on TV right now, and I know what Netflix just said they were going to make $11 billion worth of TV series or some crazy number like that. So there's just going to be more and more and more and more content in the future to be watching. So it's going to be great, as far as that goes. In any case, man, we'll see you guys. Peace out. Thanks, man. Great show. Thanks, Earth, Ishmael, my mother, Agnes, Neri's mom, Tom. Thanks, man. We'll see you guys, man. Peace out, brothers.
There you go.